case?
Your Honor, Mr. Miles would like to address the court.
All right. Hello, Mr. Miles. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine, ma'am.
Okay.
May I speak?
Oh, sure. Just give me one moment. Let me find you on the docket. All right. I see you. Yes, you may speak.
Okay. I would like to relieve my lawyer of her duties of representing me.
All right. Do you have an attorney that you're going to hire?
We had asked, I think the last time I was here, I asked to get a bond so that we
Now,
can.
my question is,
Yes,
do you have an attorney that you're hiring?
Yes, we have. I have another attorney that's also a point courted, but I've also, me and my mother are trying to get me a lawyer that's going to help me in my situation for my future because of my life running on line right now.
No, I understand what you're saying. So let me explain something to you.
Yes, ma'am.
The appointment will is where attorneys they're on an appointment will. The way it works is there's certain attorneys who are allowed to handle cases that are a certain level of felony. And that means that they have to have had so many trials and other things in order to be at that level.
Yes, ma'am.
If they are not deemed to be qualified for a specific level, then they are not allowed to be at that level.
Yes, ma'am.
So for this attorney to have been appointed to represent you, I can tell you she is qualified according to the will to be at that level of felony, which according to this, it's a 3rd degree. Now, I've been a defense attorney. I've been a prosecutor. As a defense attorney, let me tell you what my experience with some of my clients were. The state makes an offer. The client either wants their case dismissed or they ask me, why hasn't my case been dismissed yet? And I would tell them, the state makes their offer. You can either accept it or reject it. Or you can say, I'm rejecting it, but attorney, let the state know I'm willing to accept A, B, or C. And then your attorney can tell you, I don't think the state will accept that because they've already told me they're not going to accept that. But your attorney has a duty to go to the state and say, my client is willing to accept A, B, or C. Now, the prosecutor may say, that's ridiculous, or an offer may be given to you and you may say, that's ridiculous. Although I don't allow that in my court. I want everyone to be kind to each other. So people will nicely say, no, I will not give your client that. Or the client will say, no, I'm not accepting that. In this court, no one forces anyone to accept an agreement. You can accept it or not accept it. If you choose not to accept it, then you will have a jury trial. That's it. Your attorney cannot make the state give you whatever you think you deserve or whatever you want. All your attorney can do is tell the state, this is what we're willing to accept. The end. Now, if you want another attorney, then you will have to hire an attorney. Once you hire that attorney, then this case will have its jury trial date because your plea deadline date was on June 15th. And I extended your plea deadline date for today. So today is your plea deadline date. You can either accept the state's offer or not. It's completely up to you. If you choose not to accept their offer, then we will set this for a jury trial. And there are many cases that are set for jury trial. So wherever you fall, we will go to the jury trial. And what I can tell you is attorneys will tell you in this court, we move quickly on the jury trials because I don't want anyone waiting in jail for their jury trial. We did have a backlog. We had a backlog because I wasn't the first judge in this court. We also had a backlog because there was COVID and there were no jury trials. So now in this court, we're usually in trial every week. I can only do 1 trial a week, although one time we did do 2 in 1 week. But there are so many moving parts. One, I only have 1 jury room. So that's a reason why I can only do 1 jury trial a week. We're currently in a jury trial. So what I can tell you is your trial is not going to go today because we're currently in a jury trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you can accept the state's offer or not. That is completely up to you. You can issue them what's known as a counter offer, which means you're rejecting their offer, but saying this is what I can accept. And once you issue them a counter offer, they can either accept it or reject it, or they can say, we will reject this offer, but we will offer this. So that is how it works. But if you want another attorney, then you will have to retain an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Your Honor, I apologize. May I address the court?
Sure.
Mr. Miles has been very pleasant, very respectful. I've had communications with him and his mother. This case is old. And I do feel, and I think he would agree with me, that while our communications are pleasant, we have reached an impasse. I don't think that.
Oh, well, when you reach an impasse, that means you go to jury trial. That's it?
No, and I understand. And whatever the court I will follow the court. I just want to let the court know I do think it would be difficult for Mr. Mile to assist me with his defense due to our impasse in that instance.
Oh, well, he's going to talk to you or not. If he chooses not to talk to you, then you go to trial with a client who refuses to talk to you.
All right from the start you can feel the tension in this courtroom. The judge makes it crystal clear if the defendant refuses to communicate with his own lawyer, the trial will still move forward. That is a huge risk, because in criminal court your attorney is your strongest defense. Without cooperation the case can quickly spiral out of control. So the big question here is, why would someone risk going to trial without even talking to their
So that's the way it works.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to address the court.
No, I appreciate that. So, Mr. Miles, if you refuse to talk to your attorney, then your attorney will go to jury trial without having spoken to you.
Okay, so I don't have an option of hiring my own attorney?
Oh, yes, you can hire your own attorney. I'm going to give you a jury trial date, but what I'm telling you is, if you do not hire an attorney, this is going to be your attorney at trial. If you do not speak to this attorney is going to trial not having spoken to you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you don't speak to her about your case, then you all will be in jury trial, and she's going to be sitting over there not having spoken to you about your case, and whatever happens, happens. Do you understand?
Okay, can I ask you this one?
Sure.
Since I've been in Bexar County for a month, she has not even spoken to me until the last time I was interviewed.
All right, well, we're going to do this. Guess what? There's a jury box right over there. She's going to speak to you.
Okay. I'm asking also, ma'am, is it possible for me to have a bond so that I can reach out on services?
If anyone wants to file a motion, they can file a motion. But for now, just sit over in the box and your attorney will speak to you. Okay.
Your Honor, and just for the record, I did file a motion to set bond on June 9th. It's just pending. I just wanted to close.
All right, just have the clerks pull it. All right, and if we could have everyone go in the back, we have a verdict.
What's happening?
Oh yeah, we can send it to Nahara, but before we send that, I want them to speak to each other in the box.
He wants, this is like when I read everything. I'm always sleeping. Okay.
Yes.
No.
All right, and could you call the defense attorney? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And then Norma, let Mr. Longacre know to stay around so that he can talk to his client. Court is calling 2023 CR 2073, State of Texas versus Stephen Errol Harding. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Robert Maurer for defendant, Your Honor.
Are you Stephen Harding?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, you're going to need to speak up so the court reporter can hear.
Your Honor, I am.
All right, counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Harding, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
All right, off the record for a moment. On that case, everyone, is everything set?
Here the judge breaks down something many people do not realize about court-appointed lawyers. They are not randomly assigned. Attorneys must meet strict qualifications and experience levels before they can handle felony cases. That means the lawyer appointed to this defendant has already proven they are capable of defending serious charges in court.
Yes, Judge. You want? Hey, look, you judge an update?
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear you.
Is everything set?
Everything is said. I talked to Kelly Childress over at the Public Defender's Office, and she's going to give us some assistance. We should be able to move forward.
All right. So, Ms. Ferguson, on Jose Cavazos, can you give me a reset date for 45 days? Is that enough for everyone?
That should be plenty. God willing.
And if you all want to come back before then, just let the court know. All right. We'll come back on August 10th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Everything you did. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, we are back on the record. I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We already know.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Let her finish speaking.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court doesn't have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right,
Did you understand? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Judge, and I admonished him on the correct offense level.
Do you believe he's
This moment highlights one of the most important rules in criminal law. No one can force a defendant to accept a plea deal. The state can offer it, the attorney can recommend it, but the final decision always belongs to the defendant. However, rejecting that deal means taking the risk of facing a jury, and that gamble can completely change someone's future.
currently competent, was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Harden, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
Anyone?
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor, I am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
According to the plea, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence and no contact with Veronica Aguillon, Aguillon. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Defense,
Yes, Judge.
state,
Yes, Your Honor.
showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, ma'am.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation and the BIPP course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor, I do.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty,
No
or no contest?
No.
Sorry, no contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
States.
All right, you may continue to confirm. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge, we asked to waive PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we submitted an affidavit from the complainant on the case. She's seeking obviously to have the charges dropped. But my client wants to keep the no contact order in place because he thinks it's in the best interest of himself to maintain a no contact order with the complainant. We just asked the court to follow the agreement.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How many?
I have one son who's 10.
And where is he?
He's with my mom right now.
And so where is his mother?
His mother, she's out there also. He's off and on with my mom and her back and forth.
When's the last time you had employment?
Excuse me?
When is the last time you had employment?
Employment, just before I got incarcerated, I was doing landscaping.
Landscaping appears to be the new West telemarketing. Attorneys who've been around know what I'm talking about.
Or the cabinet place that used to be.
Yes. So what's your drug of choice?
I don't do drugs anymore.
Well,
I did smoke weed.
all right. And what else?
That was really it.
So the fact that you have your weed missing and you think she's the one who took more of your weed, we're here for an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, as they say on Seinfeld, yada, yada, yada. I'm here for an aggravated assault on the deadly weapon. I need you to fill in the yada, yada, yadas for me.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's start over. We're going to pretend like this is my first time meeting you and you haven't answered any questions yet. So what's your drug of choice?
Weed.
So you're telling me all you ever do is weed?
No, I've done plenty of different drugs.
Oh, what drugs have you done?
I've done methamphetamines, pills, and weed. That's it.
And when you say pills, what type of pills?
I used to take hydrocodone.
Okay. And if you were released, where would you be staying?
Back at my house with my mom.
Well, that's going to be a no. I'm not going to have you living at that home with a 10-year-old. I don't know what's going on in your situation with your life, but what I do know is you're using drugs, committing aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and there's a 10-year-old that keeps getting bounced back from home to home because his parents are not doing what they're supposed to do.
Well, really, it's not my mom's house, it's my sister's house. And he don't live there. He just comes over on the weekends when my mom comes over.
Now things start getting complicated. The defense attorney admits they have reached an impasse with their own client, meaning communication has basically broken down in the legal world. That is a major problem because a defense strategy depends heavily on cooperation between lawyer and client.
So
I don't know what's happening in their household, but we can only hope for the best for the 10-year-old. I have no jurisdiction over him. So what is up with this tattoo on your neck? What is the God? What's the first part of that?
only God forgives.
Oh, okay. Sometimes people say you got to forgive yourself before you can forgive others. And then what is this dirty thing tattoo?
It's just,
Dirty South?
From yes, ma'am.
Are you from the South?
Yes, ma'am, I am. South Florida is the military.
South Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
South Florida is in military.
Oh, the street South Florida is in military.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now they're calling that the dirty South
Yes,
because you're on South Flores. So with any street in San Antonio that has South in front of it, that would be dirty South.
no, ma'am.
Okay, and these are questions I'm asked because I'm curious. I always want to know what's going on in the world.
I understand.
And what is the off on you?
It's only the family of here.
Only the family?
Yeah, so on my face, really, I messed up. I understand that, but on my face is really my mom and my sister and my son and my kids. You know what I mean? That's it.
Okay, so what's this on the side?
This is my baby niece, Sophie. This is my sister, Tai Tai. This is my son, Gage. This is my mom, Lynn, and this is my nephew, Isaac.
And what is the Harry Potter crack going down?
Really, I got it because like every time I got locked up, I break my head over the stuff I couldn't change.
Okay.
So that's what it represents.
All right, and what is this?
Forgive me.
Okay. To God.
Yes, mom.
All right. And what happened over here? Why is there a knot over there?
It's a tumor.
All right, have you seen a doctor about that?
Actually, I'm gonna get it cut out when I get out.
All right, you need to get that taken care of.
Yes, mom.
And I always ask about tattoos because it tells me a little something about you. I'm wondering, why do you have the tattoos that you have? And see, I would have thought Dirty South was something else, but now I've learned something. All right. This is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt, sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Veronica. Again, no unsupervised contact with minors. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation. I'm going to have that done outside of custody. If you miss your TAP appointment, a motion to revoke will be filed and your attorney will tell you that.
Yes.
And it's going to be follow recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll try and first on outpatient treatment, see where we are. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want him to do the UA hotline until further notice. Field visits. One time every 2 months until further notice. The BIPP course. 200 hours of community service restitution. Parenting classes. And that can be with rainbows. Once you complete parenting classes, the court will deem the community service hours satisfied. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
On the unpaid treatment, on the outpatient treatment, is that intensive or supportive?
If they're asking for inpatient treatment, we're going to start with intensive outpatient treatment. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, no.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to the attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right, we can go off the record. You have a son. I don't think you want your son to have trauma in his life, right?
That's correct.
So far, he's been getting trauma in his life. And the reason why he's been having trauma is because he doesn't have a good mom in his life, and he doesn't have a good father in his life, and he keeps getting bounced from place to place. If you're not going to get yourself together and be a person he can look up to, just get out of his life, because children do not understand when grown people make promises and they don't keep them. If it's an adult, if you say, oh, I'll be at your football game and you don't show up, an adult will understand. An adult will be like, oh, well. But if it's a child and you don't show up, They're constantly looking for you. And then other children are probably teasing them about your father said he would be here and your father's not here. So if you're not going to be a positive influence in his life, move on. The other thing, do not get involved in any more relationships until you work on yourself.
Sure.
And if you decide to get in a relationship, stop letting that person meet your publicist. Introduce yourself to them and tell them about all your baggage, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The key in this court to success on probation is communication. If there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel they're not addressing it, let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
From here on out, everything you do in your life, you should be asking yourself, is this something that could result in me going to prison for 20 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. You understand?
Sure, I do.
All right, good luck to you and get that looked at, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
As the hearing moves forward, the courtroom shifts to another serious matter, an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge that is a second-degree felony in Texas and carries severe consequences. We are talking about the possibility of years behind bars if the court decides to go in that direction.